Hi, and welcome to another video on Max Developing on the topic of the core software architecture principles. And today we want to look at a very simple principle, which is yet nevertheless a very important one because it helps you to achieve a high maintainability of your application. And we are talking here about the dry principle. That simply means that you should not repeat yourself, and that you should, instead of duplicating code, you should put it into a component, I have called it here, and you should reuse this component in different entities. And this could be something very simple, like a constant that you define in your code that you reuse in different places in your application, or it could be something like a function that has the same behavior in in different places in your application. But you have to be a little bit careful here, because in reality there is something like a good duplication and a bad duplication. And what we have to ask ourselves is whether this component appears in the same context or whether it appears in a different context. And if it appears in the same context, then to duplicate the code would be a bad decision. But if it does not appear in the same context, then we have to ask ourselves whether we should duplicate the code. So to have a very simple example here, let's imagine you have two services, a database service and an API service. And at the current time, those two services are running on the same server. But you might imagine that when you build your application and you scale up your application, that those two services may run on different servers, so that when you want to reduce the impact on a single server, and when your user base of your application grows, and those two base addresses that are same at this moment in time may change in the future, and that is due to the point that they point to different contexts. They appear in different contexts. And so it may be a very wise decision to duplicate this code here and assign it the same value for now. So you can see principles are not something that is meant to be obsessed about. They're rather meant to guide you in your decisions as a developer, and maybe also to guide you in decisions that you make in your life. Principles never should become something that you are obsessed about, because that will lead to bad decisions, not intelligent decisions in your software architecture. It's just that these principles have proven very useful over time, and that is why they are held up high. But still, in the end, it is your decision based on the scenario that your application is running in. You should decide intelligently what is useful in this scenario and what is not useful in this scenario. So that's it for this short video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you on your journey as a developer. And wish you a good time. If you have any questions, any comments, please put them down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel so that you stay up to date on the different series that I'm going to make about software architecture and software development in general. So have a good day. Bye.